that this is a piece that is the prelude to an anthology called Listening to the Movement, Essays on New Growth and New Challenges in Restorative Justice, which is edited by Ted Lewis and Carl Stauffer from 2021. And there's a lot of great essays and great thinkers and practitioners who have work in this collection. So I hope, if anything, folks check it out. This is called We're Just Doing Our Jobs, a provocation for restorative justice professionals. We study restorative justice and we demonstrate our mastery of its principles and practices. We receive certificates. We graduate from recently accredited master's degree programs. We attend workshops and summer institutes. Registration fees are steep, but the cost is worth it because the credentials we acquire make us attractive candidates for the jobs we covet. On email listservs, we are excited to announce that our institutions are now hiring Restorative Justice Community Coordinator, Restorative Practices Coach, Circle Keeper Team Leader, RJ and Community Engagement Specialist, RJ Liaison. Qualified candidates only. Most of the positions we advertised did not exist 5 years ago. We are contracted to install peace rooms in public high schools from which Black and brown students have been getting suspended and arrested. We have a ceremony to cleanse the space. We are contracted to install peace rooms in public high schools from which Black and brown students have been getting suspended and arrested. We have a ceremony to cleanse the space. We invite the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps instructors who work in the classroom next door and the armed police officers who patrol the school's hallways to smudge sage with us. The principal calls the students we are working with the usual suspects or the frequent flyers. He prints out charts to show us evidence that their attitudes are improving. He commends us for our work. They are more docile now. They are more compliant. He knows many other principals who are looking for a program like ours. He asks us to consider rolling it out district-wide. You could really corner the market, he tells us. The governor sits in a talking circle with young Black men who are incarcerated at a youth prison. He holds an eagle feather in his hand to use as a talking piece, and he tries to pronounce Maori. Journalists take photographs. At a press conference, the governor announces plans to make the state's juvenile justice system more restorative. A private philanthropic foundation is convinced by our outcomes. The foundation awards us a grant to offer restorative justice-based diversion to 18 to 24-year-olds who are facing nonviolent drug charges. When we tell two 16-year-olds from down the block that they are no longer eligible to participate in our programming, they seem hurt. Hopefully in 2 years, they will be picked up on drug charges and referred to us by the judge so that we can have a relationship with them again. As they leave our office, they bump into the new restorative justice supervisor and the new case manager and the new administrative assistant that we have added to our staff with the grant monies. We get fingerprinted, submit background check forms, take drug tests so that we can work in the jail. We do not have any felonies and we do not use drugs and we have never been incarcerated. So we are qualified to work with people who have felonies and who use drugs and who are incarcerated. At our university research centers, we help nonprofit organizations quantify the impact of their restorative justice work. We help them design diagnostic rubrics to track young Black and brown people's behavior and to measure the ways their behavior changes during a 12-week program cycle. When a young person writes a poem or receives a GED or attends a peace circle or gets arrested or fails a drug test, a staff member from the organization documents it on a form. We feed the information from the forms into a database. The database is swelling. We analyze the data we have collected and publish articles about best practices in restorative justice in peer-reviewed journals. We hope to advance our careers. We eye newly minted tenure track positions. We purchase $200 tickets for annual fundraising galas. Executive directors give awards to mayors, state's attorneys, wardens who champion restorative justice. A young Black man is introduced. Being part of a restorative justice process helped him turn his life around. He is a success story. He is very articulate. He tells us about growing up poor, without a father, gravitating to the streets, cycling in and out of jail. While he speaks, we eat salmon and spaghetti. He shares about a childhood marred by abuse. His pain is made available for our consumption. It is our food. We are slurping it down with the noodles. We clap when the meal is over. We feel satisfied, our stomachs full to bursting. We are contributing to a good cause. We are experts. We allow ourselves to be called upon for our expertise. We are uniquely qualified to address harm. Not just any random person can do what we do. There are a lot of conflicts and harms, and so there's a high demand for our services. We are independent consultants, strategists, entrepreneurs. We form LLCs. We print flyers advertising our upcoming webinars. We facilitate restorative justice trainings at detention centers, police precincts, churches, probation departments, and group homes. We submit invoices. The professional association of which we are members convenes its biennial conference at the downtown Marriott. Attendance has more than doubled from the conference 2 years ago, and it has swelled nearly fourfold from the conference 2 years before that. At vendor tables set up in the lobby, we sell our restorative chat and safe space toolkits. Tool up before you circle up. Buy restorative practices tools today. The Tibetan Buddhist singing bowls we sell will help you engage clients in restorative activities. We offer our products at a special discount to conference attendees. We will ship them directly to your school or to your program site. Emphasizing that our services are based on indigenous-inspired principles enhances their marketability and their retail potential. We sell out of our We Will Heal You curricula and our restorative justice sweatshirts. Business is booming.